Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with
you
Peter.
think we could get another dog? Keep this one company? Just a thought.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so, okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Peter Voss, the Papa Fox, and we're going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity by Obsidian Entertainment. When we last left off, we had started off up here in Andra's Gift in Defiance Bay. We had tootled around up here, and then came down here, this part of the map, to the Valian Trading Company, where we came across a rather interesting paladin called Pangelina. Pangelina the Paladin. I think what we're going to do is, because this area is kind of separated and there's no real bridge here, we're going to continue on through here, go down, and explore this little area first, and then we'll come, before we actually go into the lighthouse, we're going to come back and explore this area. We are not going to Heritage Hill just yet. Instead, after this, we will go back to First Fire, or we will go to First Fires. So, let's be about it.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Okay. Down here. Did anyone make it out alive? I don't know, did they? Someone was seen jumping over the side right here before the ship broke apart. But that's it. No other survivors. Ugh, what a waste. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Hey, crate. Well, that's just crate. Crate. Okay. We're gonna go down. Oh, right. There might be, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And we got some gold rot chew, which I believe is a drug. Yes, it's a drug. Kadoki. Let's see what else we can see here. We got some things to take a look at. Engwithan Scepter Base. Oh. I guess we'll see what... oh, and it's a quest item. Nifty. I guess we'll see what that is for later. And seeing as how we can explore this.
You should see this.
Ooh, a secret. And we got some pearls and some stuff. That's rather nifty. Looks like we can actually make it all the way over here. Let's actually see what we... Oh! And animat! Good. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Oh, right, we have the Duality of Mortal Presence Deflection and Duality of Defenses. So we're going to do that. We're going to get your defenses up. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do against these fellows. Let's go ahead and drop those. Blam. Okay. And you, sir, are going to first march over here. And then paralyze as many of these folks as you can. We're going to drop another Arcane Blast over here. And you are going to focus attacks on this little animat right here. Let's actually get into the action. I don't usually suggest I've never actually done up close and personal use of this, so. Okay.
That's it!
Take out this animat.
Show him!
It's like a doormat, but animated. I'm so funny. Okay. And we get to pick up all of this stuff. Rain Blights, Shattered Animat Armor, Binding Copper, Primal Water, and Shields.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Engwithan Scepter Spike. Barnacles encrust the hull of this beached boat. Something, the jagged Ardra fingers most likely, has clawed deep rifts in the wood. Whoever tried to sail through them must have been desperate or inexperienced. Well, that's not good. Let's see what else we can see. What do we got here? Mud squelches underfoot. Crabs scuttle amongst the debris. Ah, what's this? Darren. A young boy's corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hands have stiffened around a dagger. A soul lingers nearby, something confused and lost in the seaside fog. Reach toward the soul. As you reach for the soul, it lashes out. Glowing mist strikes at the air around you. The soul can't touch you, but you feel it burn with a feeble, uncontrolled rage. It's okay. I'm here to help you. The soul flickers. It ripples towards you, timidly at first. As it swirls around you, you experience wonder, fear, and the joy of running between the ships at noon. With a jolt, it pulls you into the streets around the salty mast. Women with painted faces weave between men stumbling in and out of the lamplight. Father's gone in for a drink, just like always. He said it'd be only a few minutes, but it's been hours. The man guarding the door only laughed when you tried to explain this. There's always a back door. In an alley, 2 men have cornered a woman. Her cheeks are streaked with tears. She's backed against the wall and looking away. They're inching closer. You step forward. The men barely acknowledge you, but the woman looks at you, a plea in her eyes. You've seen that look in abused strays, in your hollow-boned sister. That time Father took her from her splintering cradle and to the filled wash basin. You were brave that day. A knife is in the thug's belt. It's in your hands, and now it's in his thigh. You're small and fast, but not fast enough. Fingers bite into your arm and a muddy boot sails towards your face. Then everything is muffled by cold, brackish water. The soul retreats from you. It pulses with a question. You did a brave thing. The gods will reward you in the next life. Darren's soul absorbs this thought and ebbs in the ocean mists around the dock. Oh. Half covered in dirt and seaweed, his hands have stiffened around a dagger. Lost in the sea fog. Let's take the dagger. The boy's small hands are rigid in death, but you pry the dagger free. It looks too large and too expensive to have belonged to him. The letter B is carved into the pommel. We're going to find whoever owned that dagger. They are going to pay. That was a very sad story. Not one you'd ever like to see happen too much. That is certain. Let's see what else we can find down here in the docks. Looks like there's another... We can't go around that way. Let's go around this way. Okay. Let's go ahead and charge. Okay, wonderful. Let's get Flurry of Blows. Let's get your defenses up. And we are going to mark one of these guys. Once per encounter. Where's that other animat? I think there were 2 of them, but I cannot find them. Let's go ahead and mark the animat. Okay, wounding shot. There we go. We got Flurry of Blows on ya. Oh, wait, no. We want this one. There we go. Aha! Now let's try it again. Yeah. Oh, monks can get pretty interesting once you get a high enough level. Wow, that's wonderful. Now we can go ahead and take care of this enemy. Wow, how are you guys doing? I'm doing wonderfully. Well, maybe not so wonderfully. I did I pulled what you could lightly call a thumb ducker. And had a bit of an issue booking a room for a trip I'm going on, and I don't even want to think about it. It was terrible. It was just bad all the way around, and yeah. So there's that. It was a stupid mistake on my part. I was a bit too fast when I was trying to do stuff, and I feel so stupid. But that's why we have some games, so you can actually relax a little bit after you do something stupid, so you can actually feel a little bit nice about things for a little bit at least. Okay, let's talk with this guy, Immatal, I think.
Good day, stranger.
An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either.
You don't look like a guard.
He examines you and your equipment more closely.
Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you?
He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large, round opal with Gwithan runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat.
See the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo.
Immatal doesn't sound like a Deerwooden name. Ixmatil Plains. Ooh.
Well, you should know, shouldn't you? From your accent, I take it you're from the Ixmatil Plains, too. They're just another kind of ocean when you think about it. Places where you can stand and see nothing on the horizon but the wind making waves in the grass.
He watches the surf lapping against the wrecked boat.
And perhaps this is the god's way of saying that
People like us should never have taken to water.
Anything else you need?
Tell me about Andre's gift. He scratches his sunburned scalp.
We've got docks, fishing, and steady ship traffic.
All this, he waves at the listing shanties crowded against one another.
This sprang up around the docks. It's the poorest district in Defiance Bay, but one of the liveliest.
He grins.
And for the lively, nothing beats the salty mast.
You'd do better to ask a younger man than me if you want to know more about that place. He nods towards a large, round building to the east. How's business? He spits into the water.
I'll be glad to sail with the captains who are more careful about their cargo from now on. I don't give a worm's wings about the Duke's trafficking laws, but I'm too old to fight ancient horrors.
He takes a deep breath of salty air.
I just want to enjoy my twilight years doing an honest day's work.
Tell me more about this missing cargo. He licks his lips. Everybody has two lips, unless if something very bad happened.
We started in Coldmorn and we're making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual.
What exactly happened? He massages the opal in a clammy palm.
When we reached Aina's Rest, we may have agreed to
take on a few crates from some place called Cleaban Rilag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. He shrugs.
I don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say they came from the ruins.
He closes his hand around the opal in a white-knuckled grip.
We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I've seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold.
He shudders.
I saw one of those suits of armor walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch, so I closed it.
He squeezes his eyes shut. The rest of the crew was probably dead anyway. Ixmatil shakes his head, his eyes still closed.
That's what I keep telling myself.
He rolls the stone between his hands.
I'm just a deckhand. But I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit the rocks as we were passing back Brackenbury. I barely made it to Andre's gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in the nets.
He shows you the opal again.
It's part of the scepter. From what I recall, there were 3 other pieces, and I'd bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be profit to follow. Well, I've already found the missing pieces. He bristled, his eyebrows rise to a peak. You mean you got past those armored monsters? I don't know how. He shakes his head. Listen, if you're willing, I'll give you this last piece. He holds up the opal. And the name of someone who will buy it all. All I want is 200 pans for getting the cargo here. Sound fair? Yeah, sure. I mean, that guy's been through enough. And yeah, we're just going to give him the money. We have more than enough money anyways, and it's there to be spent. Wealth is made to move. He accepts your money and gives you the opal. It's still warm from his hands. You'll want to go to the Brackenbury Sanitarium and find Nans. She'll know more about this artifact. And I know for a fact she's bought them from the crew before. About that Ingwithan relic. Yes? Do you have any idea what your Animancer friend wants this relic? She was always tinkering with these things back when we were young. I used to think she was a fool, retiring to some dusty study in Brackenbury, but after that horror on the boat, I'm thinking she made the wiser choice. Farewell. That's one moment. Excuse me there. Okay, let's go ahead and explore the west of the docks. The rest of the docks. Sailor, doodly-doo-dee-doo.
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levees during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Okay, Durance, I didn't know you were much one for the tides. That was quite an odd thing to say there. Oh boy, he definitely is the irreverend. Okay, what we got here? The captain won't be happy to hear about this. Well, let's go talk to him. This young, lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
How do you do?
If you've a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. He looks around nervously. I could use your help. What makes you think I'm not from around here? Gut feeling, the sailor grins weakly. I could really use your help, though. You're a sailor? Yes, sir. I signed on about a half a year back. The pay is decent, and the sight of sun coming up over the sea, I wouldn't give that up for anything. I just wish I'd asked about the captain first. What's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, saying you're a kind-hearted sort. He runs a hand through his hair nervously. It's the captain. Or rather, not the captain himself, but his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, what with us staying in port a couple of days, and I may have gotten a little distracted. Marceno nods towards the buildings nearby. I wasn't gone long. Just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, the chest was gone. He sets a pleading look on you. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far. But the shift's changed, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it. And the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardarm. Please, if you could get it back for me, I swear, by the flame, I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortanero finds out anyway. Any ideas where the thieves might have taken the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figure they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't gotten it open. Unless they've taken an axe to it, I suppose. Oh gods. If they've got it open, I'm really done for. Okay, farewell. Looks like we have a bit of a lighthouse we can look at. Cool beans. Another sailor. Hello, sailors.
A touch of Margaren's fire should settle spirits here.
That doesn't sound too neat. Well, we're actually going to come back to that. I think we're actually going to call this an episode. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button or give me some feedback if you prefer. Of course, as always, if you enjoy my other work, then subscription to the channel would absolutely be wonderful. It's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Pillars of Eternity. Alrighty, you take care now. Bye.